Alright, much Abrew about nothing time. Playing some Hollow One Aggro. Man, this is a super risky keep. The problem is our land enters tapped on turn 1. So if we miss on a land, we are on the draw. If we miss on a land, we're looking at Traverse on turn 2 to get a land to Noose Constrictor on turn 3. I mean, if we do draw a land, it's fine. Oh boy. How good is this hand even if we do draw? We got discard outlets. We got a fiery temper. I think we're just going to mulligan this hand. Okay. Land, I think we'll put to the bottom. This hand might be better. I don't know, actually. It doesn't seem significantly better. Island for our opponent. We'll play Cinderglade. Pass the turn. I guess we can just run out a Blood Rage Brawler and go to town. Is this like mono blue control or something? It kind of seems like it. Game Trail, reveal Cinderglade. Yeah, I mean, I think we do it. Blood Rage Brawler. There's counter number 1. Pass the turn. Yeah, this is probably going to be pretty annoying. Oh, not mono blue control. Oh, blue-green Fraying Sanity? Yeah, let's just cycle an Honored One. It does get us milled 1, but there's a Glory Bringer. Oh, play Game Trail. Pass the turn. Opponent mills a Noose Constrictor. We wouldn't mind our Honored Hydras being milled. Hepesh Oasis. Oh my god. Okay, well, that's not ideal. Minister of Inquiries. Well, any Milcar, anything is going to mill us a ton. This is going to be challenging. Well, kill Minister. I mean, if our opponent ever just draws Startled Awake, we're dead. This is like the nut mill draw with 2 Fraying Sanities, and we do not have answers to Fraying Sanity. Ipnu Rivulet for our opponent. Sacks a Rivulet. Yeah, I mean, mill, if you could start with 2 Fraying Sanities on the battlefield every game, you'd be in great shape. This does let us embalm a Honored Hydra. Pass the turn. But it does not take many mill spells with double Fraying Sanity to kill someone. Not many at all. Oh, well, that is the best possible draw you can get with mill. Oh no. We're most likely going to lose to this deck because, oh god. Yeah, this is not a good matchup. We have no way to deal with a Fraying Sanity or to deal with mill cards. So I think this means we just have to be as aggressive as possible. I think that's our best bet, is just cut the curve. We might actually even get rid of like Honored Ones. Go down Cathartic Reunions. We just got to be super aggro. Go down a couple of Hollow Ones. Go down in a Braid. Maybe something like this. And just, I mean, oh, we took out a Brawler. That's supposed to be Cathartic Reunion. Yeah, I mean, I think this is our best bet, is just to pedal to the metal, try to kill our opponent super quick, because we can't interact with what they're trying to do. We get to play first, and that hand is awful. Yeah, we will ship it. This hand's pretty bad, too. I guess we keep Separpard. I don't think this is going to be fast enough. So play a Game Trail, pass the turn. I mean, normally this mill deck is not going to draw 2 Fraying Sanities. That is incredibly above the curve. Attune with Ether, sure. When you play a Forest, pass the turn. We do have less discard outlets now, which makes Honored Hydra worse, but what can you do? Opponent plays an Island. Well, play a Mountain, play a Separpard, pass the turn. So we do have a clock. Is it a fast enough clock? Would like more creatures. Opponent plays an Island. Do they have their Fraying Sanities? Hopefully not. Alright, no Fraying Sanity yet. Ooh, alright. Well, play a Mountain, play Earthshaker Kenra, and get in 4/6. Earthshaker Kenra is a good draw. Oh, Fog and Mill. Okay. Rivulet. Yeah, we're not really set up to deal with this deck. Opponents, passing. Well, play Cinderglade. Go attacking. Jeez, that is a lot of Fogs. Pass the turn. Our opponent's using Fogs pretty early. They're only taking 6. That's not a significant amount of damage. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, that's good. Well, let's kill Sarcophagus. Unfortunately, that comes at the cost of playing Honored Hydra, but if we don't kill that, that gives our opponent 2 more Haze of Pollens. Bounces Separapard. Oh, and mills an Honored Hydra. So opponent takes 2. We replay Separapard. Yeah, I think we just got nut drawn in game 1. We draw a Forest. So go attacking. Opponent takes it. And run out a Honored Hydra from our hand. Pass the turn. And we have Lethal on board. And another Hydra in the graveyard. So our opponent's to the Fog test. They might regret using... Well, I guess using the Fog so early makes more sense if you were planning on using Abandoned Sarcophagus to get them back. Jeez. Another Haze of Pollen. Do we even get back the Hydra? I guess he can't bounce everything, so yeah, we might as well. Get back Honored Hydra. Play a Mountain, pass the turn. So we have Lethal. And they're down 3 Hazes. If they're playing Abandoned Sarcophagus, they likely don't have other Fogs. And our opponent scoops it up. Well, that... Jeez, looking at our opponent's deck, their draw looks even more absurd. Because it doesn't even look like they're built around trying to do that. They just, like, randomly had double Fraying Sanity Startled Awake? Well, we still don't have answers for that. Although, now that we see Abandoned Sarcophagus, I think we go up Abrades and go down a couple of Fiery Tempers. Abrade kills the random mill creatures, and it kills Sarcophagus, which is actually a big problem. So, let's try it like that. Alright, we're going to give this a shot. We are going to need to draw lands. Oasis, Attune with Ether. Okay. Opponent passes. There's a land. We'll play Cinderglade, pass the turn. So next turn we probably just Blood Rage Brawler, try to start the beats. Another Attune. Alright, well we're going to get down a Blood Rage Brawler. Play a Mountain. Play Blood Rage Brawler. Discard an Honored Hydra. And pass the turn. Come on, no Fraying Sanities. 1 Fraying Sanity isn't that bad. It's when there's... I mean, it is still good, but 2 Fraying Sanities is very close to unbeatable. Alright, opponent passing. Well, let's get in with Blood Rage Brawler. Opponent bounces it. Play a Mountain. Traverse for a Forest. Replay Blood Rage Brawler. Oh, and they milled a Fraying Sanity. That's good for us. And just discard another Honored Hydra. And now next turn we can just start getting back Honored Hydras and try to close out this game real quick. Another land for our opponent. We also will eventually have Hazoret to come down for even more damage. Crook of Condemnation. Ugh, that's actually annoying. If our opponent doesn't activate it now, though, they do not. Well, alright. Honored Hydra, thank you. I see people misplay with Crook a lot. You can't actually get an Embalm activation after it's activated because the creature's already exiled. So if you want to deal with Embalm with Crook, you have to do it proactively. Which in this case probably means our opponent just needed to, yeah, sack Crook altogether. But they waited a bit too long. I don't know how devastating that actually is for them because our hand is pretty good. But, I mean, we got a free 6/6 that we wouldn't have if they had done that earlier. Opponent has a land. It's a tough sell to be a semi-Fog deck. Like, when I see Fog and Mill together, not that you can't play, like, some Mill cards, or play Fogs in a Mill deck, but when I see, like, the combination, it's actually a little sketchy because, well, let's get in for 10. You're kind of trying to do 2 very different things. It's kind of like when you you build a draft deck with infect and non-infect and you end up trying to kill your opponent twice. I kind of feel like that's how this deck is going for our opponent. We can't play Hollow One. Well, I mean, I guess we just play Separapard is fine. If we draw a land next turn, we can... Well, I don't know. We'll see. We can discard with Blood Rage Brawler plus Hollow One. We do have our opponent to the point where they just have to Fog every turn. And we draw a land, but it's a tapped land. Let's go attacking. I mean, if you got a Fog, then you live. If you don't, then you die. Oh, they have more fogs than I thought. That's a commencement. The other problem is, since they're playing so many mill cards, they're lacking some of the card draw. It feels like the mill package is where you would normally be paying lots of card draw in a fog deck, and it means our opponent's going to run out of fogs pretty quickly. Well, we got the win. We also got to see our opponent's deck do ultimate nut draw in game 1, so that was pretty sweet. We got to see the power of fog mill, which I would not recommend, personally. It's a cool against the odds idea, I guess, to throw Turbo Fog and Mill together. That's two very popular, like, against the odds archetypes. But I don't know if they work well enough together to really compete with it. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, take a second and click that like button down below. It's a great way to help support the channel for free. And you can find the next video in the playlist right here.